Hey there, it's Your Band is a Business, and in this video I'm going to talk about how you can submit your songs to be considered for official Spotify playlists. If you're a Spotify user, you know this. There are various playlists based on genre, mood, that kind of stuff. And what you can do is you can submit your music to be considered to be added. So it's not a guarantee that your music will be added to playlists. It will just be considered. Somebody will listen to it, and they might, if you're lucky, add it to some playlists. So what you need to know about this first and foremost is that you cannot submit music that has already been released. So you can only do it for music where the release date is set in the future. Now, in case you don't know, to have your music released on Spotify, you have to go through a third party. So you have to go through another platform. So, for example, there are platforms like CD Baby, TuneCore, DistroKid, and I'm sure there's lots of others where you upload your music, you upload the artwork, and then you choose which platforms it gets released on. I happen to use TuneCore, and I use that to release my music on iTunes, Deezer, Pandora, Napster, all kinds of platforms, and of course on Spotify as well. So I'm going to walk through an example of how you submit your song. Now, a couple of days ago, I added my song to the platform that I use, TuneCore, and after a couple of days, it will be available to submit. Now, what you need to do is, first of all, if you haven't already, you need to create a account at artists.spotify.com, and that's basically your profile for you as an artist on Spotify. And I will talk more about this in the future. But there's, on the left, you can see you've got catalog, you've got audience, which gives you some ideas about the people that are listening, concerts that are upcoming. I'll talk about that in another video, your profile and other widgets. But for now, we're just here at home, and you can see here at the top, upcoming release, September 20th. So that's far enough ahead. You need to, the music that you're putting out, I think it's about a week in advance that you can submit the music. Less than that, and it's not available. So just, when you upload your music to the platform that you use, like TuneCore, like DistroKid, set the release date sometime in the future, and that will give you a chance to submit your song. So anyway, let's do it. So submit the song. First of all, I have to pick a genre. So for this particular song, I reckon, let's see, it falls under indie. And then as a subgenre, I think indie pop is a good one to choose. Maybe alt pop, and let's go for indie folk. Next, I can choose up to 2 musical cultures. I'm not sure if any of this really applies. It's not African, Asian, Buddhist, Celtic, anything like that. So I'm going to choose none of these. Then I'm going to choose some moods. Well, I think it's definitely happy, and I don't think any of those others. Well, energetic. It's energetic and happy. Song styles. There's some acoustic in there. It's not very many options here, but there are acoustic guitars in there, so I'll choose that. What language are the lyrics in? English. Is this a cover? No. Is it a remix? No. Is it an instrumental? No. How was it recorded? In a studio. What instruments are on the song? Acoustic guitar, bass guitar, drums, and piano. Click next. Tell us where you're from. London, that's already filled in, that's great. Describe the song. So this is upbeat song about persevering through tough times. The style of music was inspired by gypsy, jazz, and skiffle bands from the early 20th century, and the lyrics. Right, that looks like a good little description, and that will give the curators a little bit of information that they can read about the song. Make sure everything looks good. Now, there's for some reason the single artwork isn't loading, but it's definitely there in the in-tune course. So I'm not worrying about that. So it's indie. The subgenre is no musical culture. The mood is happy and energetic. Yeah, that all looks great. And so all I have to do is click submit. Thank you for your submission, and we'll let you know if your song gets added to any playlists. So that's it. It's really easy to submit your songs for consideration. Like I said, plan your release ahead of time. So don't just upload it to your platform and have it released the same day. It's best to plan it, at least a month in advance, because that way you can also do promotion for your music to YouTubers, to bloggers, all that kind of stuff. So I would plan it a month in advance, set a date a month in advance, and then upload all the music, upload the artwork. A couple of days later, go to artists.spotify.com if you haven't already set up your account, and then submit the music to be considered for playlists. Okay, that's it. I'll speak to you guys soon.